Well, I can't wait to introduce you to Mr. Pineapple and what an incredible theory he has, what a game changer it is. And this book, honestly, I hope so many of you get it. And I hope so many people in the world read it as well, because he has really struck a chord with me, honestly, as all of you know what I do. Steve Mathieu joins us, and again, he's Mr. Pineapple. The book is The Pineapple Theory, and that's what really his message is all about. Steve, thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you so much for the invite, Kate.
Tell me the road to the pineapple theory. How'd you come up with this, and what is it?
Yeah, that's a very good question, because I've been, even myself, for the last 2 years, trying to think about how did I ever came up with this. And the only thing that I can share is it's quite simple. For years, I just felt crushed like a lemon by the culture washing of, let's say, several corporate companies, crushed by several emotional fishermen, I like to call them, or by how the majority of society choose to act and speak from their thoughts without owning them, because the majority will seek around instead of within. The more extremes, we could even state that there are likely slaves of their negative emotions, and everything becomes an emotional illusions with life and time, resulting of many losing themselves, forgetting themselves from their methodology of their own choosing, resulting of many forgetting that they are in life possibly the solution. So what happens is, when I saw this through the emotional illusions of life and time like an eagle, I decided to sell my lemons, and I bought a pineapple. And from there, the pineapple theory took birth.
And tell us the pineapple theory.
Theoretically, what if adding a pineapple in people's life could assist humans to live on Earth more happily together? That simple.
Right. So it's a symbol. It's a symbol to remind us of that. And you talk about, I love this. This is like the greatest hashtag. You should hashtag this everywhere, besides obviously the pineapple, but be positively curious, you say.
Correct. This is one of the key fundamental concepts of the pineapple theory. You can be curious in 3 different ways. You can be curious with biases, meaning with negative emotions. You can be curious, meaning with neutral emotion. That will usually make someone uncomfortable. Or you can be positively curious, meaning curious with positive emotions. That changes completely how you're approaching your curiosity, and the energy that comes out of you is positive, and that usually greatly assists whoever you're speaking with to lower their shield and have an open discussion, because your curiosity is well intended.
Wow, so that's wonderful. I love that. 3 different ways to do that, and the biases, we want to throw those out, and that's so much what you're about, right?
That is correct. And that's why I like to call the emotional illusions of life and time. We are surrounded by biases, and how can we remain unbiased? This is a huge challenge for everyone, even myself. And this is one of the another concept that I like to share is, we are all, as humans, energy, and our emotions are like batteries. So I like to call them the emotional batteries. And as soon as our emotional batteries, they are starting to become at a lower level, that's when we have a hard time to have the positive energy to break those biases and remain positively curious with what is surrounding us. And we can easily be conditioned with the illusions of what is life and time. So it's deep, but at the end, a pineapple needs to be nourished, cultivated all the time to keep it sweet and fresh. And it's the same thing with our own energy. How do you recharge? How do you cultivate yourself to keep yourself sweet with a well recharged pineapple shell to block the negative in and out?
I love that. So we, of course, want people to get the book, The Pineapple Theory. You can easily see even more on Steve if you go to 𝓵𝓲𝓸𝓵𝓮 to recharge. What do you suggest? This is a great thing that people could apply right now while they're waiting for your book. How do they recharge?
That's a very good question. I'm currently writing a text about it. And so basically, how I like to see this is, the pineapple theory views 3 fractions with the timeline to recharge: daily, quarterly, and annually. And just to provide an example, daily, I like to call it the daily feel good. And the daily or a daily quick emotional booster. And what this does is that one thing that you would do or you wish that you would do for yourself daily for a positive boost of your emotional batteries. Is it an outdoor walk? Is it weightlifting? Is it reading, painting, yoga? Just name it. The purpose is to be by yourself, likely in silence, with your thoughts to resonate them to a positive level. So the daily feel good will serve as a cleansing process, because in the emotional illusion, the life and time, many will lose and forget themselves, like I often share. But with the daily feel good, that is that one thing that is good for the emotional batteries. A coaching tip that I like to provide is as followed: plan your daily feel good before everything else. If it requires to wake up earlier, do it. For example, I'm going to provide a personal example of myself. Weightlifting is my daily feel good. Does it require me to wake up, let's say at 3 a.m. in the morning, hit the gym at 5 and do it, and then I'm able to go through my day? Yes, it does. Is it a extra effort? It does. But being consistent is determination, and I'm determined to keep my emotional batteries high, to remain positive inside out throughout my day with everyone surrounding me.
And since you do that and you develop these concepts, what has happened to your life?
I grown with my own theory. That's what it does. And something that I like sharing is always be the student in life. It's that simple. And even when you're a master at something, because as much as I'm the author of the pineapple theory itself, we could perceive that, hey, he's the master of pineapple. But it's even when you're a master at something, masters always keeps learning and practicing. So daily, by consistently writing something new and fresh for the followers, using the essence of everything that is inside the books, allow me to grow within. And this is what I like to call the growth continuum. You just never stop growing. And it's kind of your own inner child. A child always learns. Keep that child growing all the time.
Absolutely. I love that. I love that. And you're, practicing what you preach, so to speak. And speaking of that, an exciting thing's happening for you. And I think this is more momentum for the pineapple theory. Tell the listeners about your trip that you're taking to Germany.
Right. Well, today I'm taking off for Frankfurt, Germany. It will be my third travel of the year, part of a very ambitious project of traveling the world with my pineapple. Yes, I walk towns in der landmarks with a pineapple fruit. I'm not kidding. I'm really doing that. But I will be attending Frankfurt Book Fair this year. That will be held from October 19th to the 23rd, open for the general public starting the 21st of October. I'm going to have for the very first time my own booth located at the 6th floor. Believe me, if you do attend, you cannot miss that booth. It's going to be pineapple-ish all over the place. I'll make sure that I bring pineapple scents so you can follow the author. But no, seriously, it's going to be quite an amazing experience. I have attended earlier this year in April, London's book fair. I was there for only one day. It was in a co-share booth, but that was a great energy, great experience to meet bookworms out there, or just those who are just curious to discover what is out there, in case that they find something that may actually connect with them. Out of thousands of books, what if the pineapple is something that I love pineapple fruits. Well, what if you could really love the pineapple theory? So that's it's going to be quite an amazing experience. And I have 3 days for myself, with 1 day with my local photographer based out of Berlin and Frankfurt for a picture day in town, where we're going to walk the entire day, several landmarks, kind of with people, take hundreds and hundreds of pictures, and I'll be exploring the area that will feed several other inspirations for the blog and social media.
Well, we can't wait to see you pop up all over the world, and it's very exciting what's happening here. Again, the website, thepineappletheory.ca. You can get this book there. You can get this book on Amazon. Steve, thank you so much. Mr. Pineapple, I love it.
Well, can't miss it. And what the readers are sharing is it's all about people with Mr. Pineapple.
I love it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.